Howdy folks, it's Johan, your favorite little ink blob, back at today with some more unpacking. May or may not have been sitting here for a few minutes after I got it queued up, just listening to the rain. God, that's nice. I love stuff like that. I think I think the sound, because the music is louder, I think the audio on that might be a little quiet. Wait, can we do... No, they're at the same... Okay, hopefully you guys heard that. Rain is nice, man. I love it a lot. Still have great memories of being in like a car or cabins and whatnot. Various points in my life. Just listening to the rain. Tapping on down. It makes me feel cozy like a little blanket. Auditory blanket. In any case, what are we doing today? We are in the same house we were 2 years ago. Hooray! Awesome. But there's some new moving boxes. And, intriguingly enough, these don't look like the moving boxes we've used in the past. They aren't brown. What does that mean? Well, I feel like the most obvious one is, it's someone else. We finally caught one. Another human moving in with us. At least that's the hope. And, as we mentioned last time, looks like a lot of our stuff is kind of where we put it, like, you know, this is how we had the chicks laid out and such. But we've got some new trips, it looks like, to Sweden. I think the Sweden one is new rather than the Netherlands, but, at least that's what I assume Windmill is, Netherlands, right? But yeah, so we've got a new little bit of furniture which moves stuff around, but we'll see what... Oh, it's like a little metal flower or stone flower. Interesting. And some sort of note cards. So let's see what we can learn about this other person, right? There's someone who seems to have some sort of set of awards. For what, I do not know, but they sure do have them. Ooh, big book. Oh, another little flowery thingy. Oh, we're going to need to rethink our bookshelves, aren't we? But yeah, so it is my assumption, at this point, and again, I've played this before, so I feel very confident on this, that this is someone else moving in with us. So let's see what we can discern about who they are. That looks like a gondola. They've been to Venice. Anti-Hero Season 2. Ooh. That's probably... Oh my god! That's a little orange slice coaster? Oh, citrus coasters! Okay, that's really cute. That's really cute! A laptop, that seems like something... I guess this is... Wait, hold up. So, like... Yeah, so that's our study. Maybe we can leave something for them, or maybe it's a personal... See, okay, it's funny, because it's been a little while, so I couldn't remember everything about it, but you know how I was saying, where, oh, if there was someone else, the bed wouldn't be on the wall? Well... It's the subtle little things like that. I don't know if that's actually that subtle, but... Ooh. It's like... I think that's PlayStation games? Correct me if I'm wrong with, like, the blue. As someone who's only ever owned an Xbox 360, when it comes to, like, gaming consoles, I'm not that well versed. I don't think they have an Xbox because I don't see any green. Whoa! Cthulhu head, or creature from the Black Lagoon? Something. Whatever it is, it quite goofy. Very goofy. Silly little man. Oh! Okay, so they're into gardening. I'm guessing even, like, outside? Oh, the little lemon to complete it. Oh, come on. You can do it. So we've got orange, lemon, lime, and grapefruit, I think? Let's try. Okay, there we go. I think that's very cute and centered. Pillow, yes. We like to have good, cozy things on the couch. I like to have them sort of on the corners, and then there, that's sort of like sofa bed. Oh man, now I really want that. That looks so good for like lounging on and then just like stretching out here to sleep. Oh, and a little pink umbrella. Whoa, rad dragon? Question mark statue? I think that's a dragon. Okay, more books. We're gonna need to work on that. For exposure. Some sort of other board games. Nuclear narwhals? Yo, those sound great. I'm really need a mute button, or those are for free, depending on what you like. Every time I sneeze, I say I need a mute button, and every time, guess what I never end up doing? Ooh, okay, we'll need to rethink this a little bit, but we'll get there. Makeup? Where makeup? Their makeup? Their makeup. Okay. Oh, that's more makeup-y stuff, so I think that can go in drawer. It's deodorant-y. Toothbrush. Okay, we can share toothbrush space. Oh, those, are those, like, eyebrow pluckers? Maybe? Possibly? I'm not that sure. I think those are for eyebrow care. I feel like I'm going to be told it's for something completely different, and I'm going to look even more the fool. Okay, a little more makeup. It's going, like, oh, I don't know how long this will take us. I think getting everything just the way I want is going to take a while. Okay, so those are her brand of tampons, it looks like. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, we can put a towel in there. Okay. Oh, can we... Okay, maybe. Or we can do... that. Hey! Oh, a bath mat so we don't slip, fall, and kill ourselves. Okay, and there's double scrunchy. Oh, yeah, no. We've got too much stuff. We have too many things. Okay. We can, oh no. We can default to the good old trusty standby, I think, of let's pull everything out and then we can sort out where it goes correctly later. Does that sound like a plan? Sounds like a plan to me. And I can't hear you guys right now because I'm coming at you from the past. Oh my god! Oh, buddy! Oh, he's so round and so long! Oh, buddy boyo. Okay. Now, I like that we have the extra space, but I am mad about what it has done to the shoes. Okay. Okay. I see how it is. I see how it is. You want to play that game, eh? So that's the shoe rack now. Shoe rack, shoe rack. Okay. Where did the other shoe go? Oh wait, no, there's, oh. There we go. Where's this one's friend? Is it so help me God if it's behind this and got just deleted? I don't know where the shoe went. I really hope that doesn't cause a problem, because if it does, that's gonna be really funny in a really bad way. Okay. Well, nothing for it now other than to surge ahead. We have found someone with like-minded, funky taste in socks, which, I mean, if that's not the most special thing that you can find in a person, I don't know what is. My god, and like, pink and blue polka dot underwear is a statement. Okay. Okay. We've got more hangers. Okay, that's fine. We'll sort that out eventually. Oh, that's a super cute dress. Sure. Yeah. That's, oh god, that's really cute. Oh, walkie-talkie? Why walkie-talkies? Is that so we can talk to each other if we're lonely? Oh, interesting. Despite a similar penchant, I'm not, for funky underwear, she has multiple pairs of the stuff, which is intriguing. God, and she's got some really, really cute, unique kind of tops. Okay. Plant. Okay, yeah, this is gonna take some serious figuring out. But hey, the little, like, succulents can be up there, getting some sunlight. Backpack. Oh, her little notebook. Yes. And pen. Hanger. Dress. Hanger. Hanger. I hanger for blood. Socks. More shirt. Whoa! Whoa, those pants are awesome. The gradient? Yo! Yo! That's super sick. Okay. Headphones? Like, smudge sticks? Sandals. Okay, her shoes. Maybe she has my one shoe? Please have my shoe? I don't know where my shoe is, and it makes me very scared and lonely. Okay, more pants. Oh god, fitting everything's going to be a nightmare. At least she has really, really cute plushes. Clothes make my brain angrier than a lot of other things. I don't know why that is, but that is also true in real life. I have so little tolerance for, like, storing my clothes. I recently picked up some dress pants for, my new retail job because they've got a more stringent dress code than when I was previously working, at a different store. Oh, these cute little things, and oh, the drawing of the Swedish house, it looks like. They have a stricter dress code than I was working at another, version of their stores. But I have not really owned dress pants before, and goodness, I do not have patience. Oh my, oh, those are super cute. So we've gotten a couple of things added that aren't brought in by the, I hadn't noticed that before, but yeah, like, that's on a spice, like, rack now. It's a little, like, spice spindle. And we've got a little napkin holder. Oh, and that's for drying plates, I think. Oh, well, okay, I guess that's something that she's bringing, but like, we've added to our kitchen, we've found little improvements. Oh, and is that a rice cooker? We found little improvements for our quality of life. Even, mugs. They're magnificent. Yeah, we've found little improvements for our quality of life, over the years, which is so neat. That's so cool. Seems like she's into more, like, Asian cuisine. We get like rice cooker, and then the wicker baskets can be used for. Oh my god! And we got vowels. A I E O U. Oh wait, I heart you. Aww. Aww. Me at you guys. But I love you, Pooh. Aw, is that not the most romantic? But yeah, I really like that there have been additions, right? Just some small ones, just some little ones over the years, but there have been additions that have been made over the course of the years of living. We've improved what we've got going on. Is that a dish made specifically for fish? Like, meant to hold a fish? I don't know. Oh, that's a lot of sunflower magnets, which is not a bad thing, but okay. Because yeah, like the amount of stuff, this is not a huge amount of stuff, but this is going to be a lot of moving around and renegotiating the space that we had already had for ourselves, right? And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but you know, we have someone we care enough about that we want to make space for them in our home and our lives, but it's going to take some effort. Rice cooker on top of the fridge? Sure. Oh, no. Or rice cooker. And then we can put like our coffee maker down there, as well as these sort of miscellaneous things. And then drying rack on top of the fridge, so we can just put them up there. Yes! Yes! Amazing! So next, okay, so these I believe are for like steaming food, because I really like bao, and I've figured out how to make something at least approximating bao. Oh, okay, sure, on top of the range, the heating range. Oh, and there's that little egg timer, yes. But I use got a like pot and then a pasta strainer that fits in it, so that you can make the pasta in it and then you pull it out and just the pasta comes out, but the water stays in the pot kind of thing. If you don't fill it so that everything's immersed, you can keep the water level below the strainer, and you still got like, ooh, I don't have a great idea of exactly how much water, but enough that you can boil that water for like 40-45 minutes without it needing any sort of topping up, so you can make like 2-ish batches of bao by steaming them, because it boils and comes up through the little strainer and steams everything without like actually boiling the stuff. You're not getting direct heat on it. Can we put these down here now? No, we can't. Oh, but we can put them up here. Oh, that may actually be a really good option. Okay, hold up. I kind of like the idea of having them up on the windowsill. So we've got the menorah, the plant, and then we've got our little mugs. Yes. Oh wait, did one of our coasters go away over? We lost a coaster. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, that's going to bother me. We may need to see if we can swap them out with the little citrus ones. Might be an option. Also, I love that she has a mug similar to like our old favorite mug. That's cute. Obviously has good taste. Okay, and then we can put our like sauces and such up here. Yeah. I love the big juggo soy sauce. At least I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Yeah. I like having stuff faced as much as possible so we can boop boop boop. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, sure. And then, oh, honestly, but man, you gotta have access to your soy sauce, right? So we can like, you know, we probably need those for cooking less often than we just, we gotta have our soy sauce, so I think we can put it there. That should be fine. That should be good. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We can maybe rearrange that a little bit, and we might need to fix the coasters, but I'm actually pretty happy with the kitchen. Here, okay. What if the chicks go different places, so we can figure out some even cuter places for them. And in the meantime, books go there. Okay. The mama. Sure. So, okay, so we've got the mom and the one that looks the most like her. And wait. I don't remember it being that dark of a yellow. Has something happened to it? Also, oh no! Oh, there we go. This one has gotten itself into, it's a little troublemaker. It likes to wander around. Because, like, that's absolutely the kind of thing that you would, like, have wander around your house, right? Like, you would hide that so that your partner can find it in new and interesting places every couple of days, right? Is that just me? Okay, even though that's less practical, I think that looks nice. Yeah. Okay. I think the watering can. No, I kind of like the watering can up there. There's a certain balance to that. I think this is fine. Okay. I was saying something about this, wasn't I? I cannot for the life of me remember. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, I think that's good. So, where I gave up on the drawers. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, why are some of these things getting accepted? Okay, so we can put that down there. Just need to find the right place for it. Okay, so that is interesting. So near the toilet is okay, but not near the bathtub. That would be a wrong, an affront to God. But there we go. I think, yeah, that should work. That should work. And then we put the toilet paper there, and we've got, yeah. And then we've got the little plant. Okay. Okay. No, it's off center though. And I'm not that much of a monster. Like that's too off center. Yeah. That's vaguely aesthetic. I can live with that. This is not my favorite, but I can live with that. I think that's okay. So, how in the world do we impose order on this whole mess? Do we have to have the tissues in here? Wait. Okay, good. We can have the tissues in, like, the bedroom. In case you need to blow your nose at night. Because I'm like, I have no clue where we're fitting the stuff in here. It's just, it's so busy. It's so busy. Okay. It's like a little makeup-y thing, so sure, we can put it there. Our concept of having the dealing with hair drawer has been ruined, unfortunately. We can't just put the razor in the shower. None of this is good. No. No. Oh, that, it takes up a little extra sink space, but I think that's legit. I can live with that. And then we can put pills there, maybe? Secondary hair drawer, put some of the additional boxes away. Yeah, okay. So we put the boxes there, and then we just gotta figure out a good place for this hand towel. I guess just center it. Feels like it needs friends. Oh, no, it can't go all the way over because I was gonna say, what about the kitchen towels? But no. We didn't do anything to the study. We should just double check where the study's at. So we've got... Oh, it's evening. We have, So we've got new drawings. I like the little cactus. Easel on the floor. I think that's how we had it. Drawing tablet. An additional... That's like a diary, I suppose. Very cute. I like the little things on the monitor and the sticky notes. The sticky notes are also, that's just super nice. No, wait, awards? Getting in the way of our little whale statue, our shrine to our Wi-Fi router. How rude. But that's neat, so we've won some awards. So we can put that one on the wall, I like. And then I think we can put one on the desk. I think that's not, like, too snobbish. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, we've presumably been doing more art and maybe some writing for, like, given the characters, I'm guessing it would be children's books. Oh, hey, if we turn it on, I did learn that we could turn on devices, you know, last time, but I don't think I turned on all of them. Some of these feel new to me. Oh, that's like a little bridge background. Ooh, a messenger of some sort? Looks like a login portal. Okay. And a little wastebasket with all of the ideas that we weren't confident in. Unfortunately, we can't take them out, but okay. Oh, that's cozy. Electronics being on, I try to not just, like, leave mine on all the time, but there's something very cozy, especially when you've got, like, good backgrounds and such. Yay! Okay. So we've gotten... Like, this is fairly well squared away again. We might want to use the coasters elsewhere. But, like, this seems like a very... I like this. This is a nice little addition to the room. No, I guess the head there... You can put the flower pots down there, I think. And that lets us spread this out a little. Or, oh, can both of these fit over here so that then we can keep all the books together? Will the Cthulhu head still fit? Yes. And let's... Oh, but we can still use that as a bookend. Okay. Yeah. I think that's legit. It's a little chaotic. This is probably a better end piece, and then this is a better standalone piece. Okay. Chaotic, but I like it. It feels very cozy, I think. Oh my god! I would not have noticed because... I'd never noticed that. I only noticed because I saw them this time and then I placed things on it. We've, like, put a patch on the little blotchy part of the wall. Yo! Now you know it's a home. If you're investing that kind of time and money into it. Oh, that's so cool. So then we can, like, reposition that more centrally. That's super cool. Little stuff like that is so charming. Huge part of why I think this game is just such a good little experience. It really rewards you looking closely, and obviously, I wasn't looking closely enough. But, like, on top of that, it's very cathartic to see these different, like, stages of life and get to sort of play those out on your own time and terms. Where, like, moving is stressful. And I think it's very easy to not think about all of the, like, good from it, because you're just going kind of insane from the amount that you have to be dealing with. Oh, here, so let's do one remote there, or one walkie-talkie there, one walkie-talkie there. Aw, yay! The missing shoe is going to drive me... I would like to have the excuse of we put something there so I couldn't see it, but I'm really not sure that we actually did. And I'm feeling a little embarrassed. Okay, we'll put the tissues. We'll put the tissues on the bed, sort of central, so either of us can reach up so we can blow our nose if we need. Yeah, no, that's, I'm gonna cry a little bit about not seeing that shoe and raising such a fuss over it. I feel like an utter goof. Which I am, to be clear. I'm not beating the allegations, but... Okay, so we've got those. Hat, we still need to figure out, but backpack, smudge sticks, and then a whole bunch of clothes. Laptop. I mean, we could swap sides, I guess. Those are my things. Oh, okay. I feel... okay. Nightlight seems like more of a shared thing, right? Like the little nightstand. The plant, though, like... I mean, I trust folks a lot. And presumably, if you're sharing a bed with them, you probably trust them even more. Oh, okay, we can put the alarm clock up there. Probably should not put it directly between the succulents, because that seems like a great way to end up with no more succulents, as you grumpily reach up to turn off the alarm clock and then smash crash. Oh, that would be heartbreaking. But yeah, I don't know, like, I do... Trusting people with plants, like, that's a tall order, right? Like, that's a living thing. Keeping it that far away from you, like, how can you be expected? Okay. Honestly, like, these are, I think we both just have some really cute clothes, and I think we should share them. I think we can both pull it off well. So we'll just kinda stack what I'm pretty sure are the pants. That's not pants. That not pant! That shirt. Okay. But that, surely that pant. And that pant. Yeah. So shirt and not shirt. Okay. No. Boot. Boot stay. This is a little... I guess that's just kind of too chaotic at this point. Like, this is not in super great order at this point, but I'm not going to... I don't think I can bring... I don't have it in me to be that fussed about it. Okay. No, that's like a skirt kind of dealy bopper. So there are those matching pants, and there's that. Okay. I can live with that. Can we... No, stuffed animals don't fit? What are we supposed to do with this? The hell is it? Baseball cap can go there, maybe? No. Baseball cap can go there. Sure. Oh. Is that like a sewing kit, I wonder? That it might be. Okay, so we can't put that there. But we can put... Oh! Does it not fit because we've got too much stuff above it? Ah, the dress was in the way. I think. Or maybe both of them were? Okay. Let's move that, move that, move that, move that. But I think that might be a... I think that's for storing like some sewing equipment. So having it near the clothes makes a certain amount of sense, right? Right? Yeah. Okay. So we just need to figure out where the goddamn baseball cap goes. Can we put it in one of these, maybe? Oh, wait. I forgot that we had our we had a laptop over there. So maybe we can do that, and then... Yeah, okay. Baseball cap there. And then... Oh, that's my bag. You know what? It's my bag, but I'm loaning the bag to her. Oh, or we can put it under the bed, sure. Sure. We would put this on our side if it allowed us to. That's my excuse. And so I think those are like little incense sticks. So this is something... That's right, I looked it up because I hadn't seen these before, but basically this is something so you can put one of these sticks in there, like in the hole, and then it burns down. I think that's something to do with like marking time with them? I could easily be wrong though. But you know what? So that's her little corner. That's got her stuff. I've borrowed the plant. I have borrowed... Oh. We can... She gets to keep her plant. And has the hat. Because again, I think her having plant is important. It's good bonding time for it. And then I've got the incense thing over here. I'm willing to take that on for her so she has that space. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Close the drawers. Close them. I think that's good. I do think the amazing fat little sausage dog gets to live on our couch. I think that is its right. Yeah. And then we can like cuddle with... Aw. Honestly, it would be such good vibes to like... If your stomach hurts, just like wrap around that. And I do like... I like that our office is mostly undisturbed, except for now we have some awards, and we've paved over some of the damaged wall. Yay. But yeah, like I like it just kind of being what it is. It is what it is, and we love it. But here, we need to do some mug surgery. Okay. Some mergery. No. No. Okay, so now we laid this out. Orange, and then yellow. Yeah! Yeah! Woohoo! Okay, that's super cute, and that's sort of for like guests in the kitchen, and then we've got here We've got coasters stored so that we can use them here if we need them. We've got a little thick boy. We should probably position this better. I think leaving behind the TV free, but oh, and then remote needs to come forward since that table isn't super close to us anymore. Of course. I'm not a fool. What else? Is there anything else? Or have we successfully merged the two belongings? The two accumulated lives? Like, the stuffed animals could maybe be a little more spread out. Oh, actually, right, because now we've got someone at the foot of the bed, or in the bed, but then we can put them at the base so they're looking at us, so that they're still watching on and watching over us. I think that's good. I think that's super solid. Like, with the closet is busy as hell, but again, clothes just kind of make my brain itch, so I'm not going to worry too much about them. But like, we close that, and like, this seems like a pretty slick, fairly minimalistic room, all things considered. I guess not like minimalistic, but like, it's fairly clean, it's not cluttered, it's just simply lived in, and I think that's super pleasant. Yeah, and our office is great. Kitchen looks very full, but very lovely. And this looks awesome too. I think we did it! Woohoo! So, we've successfully found ourselves a gardening girlfriend, I guess. Oh no, that's not centered. Oh! It's got the little suction cup noise. Oh, that's so visceral. I used to have a bath mat like that. Haven't in a while, just using, the bathtub has some like inbuilt little traction pads, so just relying on that, but that just brought back memories. Dear God, okay. Yeah, like this is a little overly cluttered, but I think mostly good. I like this room the best, but yeah, so we've successfully had our gardening girlfriend move in, who has similar weird taste in socks and underwear, but buys in multiples, or at least far more than we do. And that's neat. I like this. This is a lot of them, like, there was a certain hominess to the continuity of our items, right? And the spaces looked cute. A lot cuter than the spaces I live in real life. I try every once in a while to like make it shape up. I've got some nice stuff. I've got some of the accumulated things that I really care about, but there's also I don't decorate that much. I've been made fun of that. Made fun of for that a lot of times. From a loving place, to be clear. These are friends who are going, Johan, come on, you can't live like this, man. But yeah, it's super nice, and the little details of the like couple of little quality of life things that we've acquired over the past 2 years. Like, it's 2 years and it's mostly the same stuff, but a little bit different. And oh wait, did this get removed? Like, why is this up here? What are you doing up there? What has happened? No. What? Is that an actual book? It didn't look that booky to me, but I guess it's an actual book. Okay. I have questions, but... Oh, good. Sir, how did you get back there? Wait, can we... I'm just curious, can we... No. We can't... Oh, we can't put it on top of the game station. Very sad. But yeah, like those little acquisitions, temple, but the little acquisition of items while keeping the continuity does a very good job, I think, of making this feel really and truly like, oh, really and truly like a home that is ours. This is a space that is for us, and now it's for two, and it's a little cramped. It's a little much to try and fit two folks into this little space, but at the same time, you know, people do it a lot, and people certainly do it with people that they aren't dating or, you know, in love with, right? Roommate situations. Which again, I should get the person that I'm planning on moving in with to play this and see how that goes. But yeah, it's really cozy, and I think a really great meditation on finding a place for your stuff and sort of what matters, like the things that we've held on to versus the things we haven't, like our favorite mug and our little, like we don't have all of the bard figure or all of the party figures and whatnot. We didn't acquire a whole bunch more D&D things or, you know, RPG things. We still have the little dice sculpture from it, and we've got that, and if some of these are source books maybe, but like it doesn't seem like we've actively kept up with it as a hobby. But we have one thing, which, remember, this was great gray tone for a long while, but then, you know, we're artistic and we painted it, like we improved on it to make it an even nicer little thing that we can bring forward as a memory and focus from that time in our lives. And so, like, it's the distillation and crystallization of phases of life through the things, which I'm someone who I try not to acquire too much stuff because I have a tendency to have a really tough time letting it go. I think I need to work on that philosophy more. I'm also someone who tends to like get something and then just like not interact with it out of like fear of preservation. And there's a very, very good video essay, which I posted in the Discord a while back, but it's by Ristic Studies, which is a reference to a magic card called Ristic Study. So it's a video essay by Ristic Studies, who does some really good stuff. I believe it's called From Gonti Love Sophie, something along those lines. And it's a meditation on the like use of objects versus and the value of things, right? And the core argument boils down to, I think, that things should be used, that having things locked up for the sake of preserving their value, you should on some level question if they are being used for their purpose and if they actually do have value. If it's something that you just tuck away and you do nothing with, is it actually valuable? And it's doing it through the lens of you know, some decks that are expensive but don't have any sort of sentimental value, that are just, you know, things that cost a lot of money but anyone could have, versus this one particular deck that is made out of basically the most damaged and beaten up cards that this one guy was able to find. It was someone who ran a card shop and put a restriction so that it had to be the lowest quality things in the collection, so he wasn't fiscally hurting his bottom line, and has gone out and actively traded for the worst versions he can of these cards. And it hurts me as a Magic player to see some of these really good, fairly expensive cards that have been chewed on by dogs and whatnot, but they're being played and they're being loved, and that is really kind of what they should be. So I don't know. I think there's a certain overlap there. Of if it's not something you use, you really need to consider, is this something that I would take with me in a move? Is this something, I think I've heard, you know, the Marie Kondo, right? You know, does this spark joy? And I've heard a different version of that more recently, I think from TikTok, with like, you know, if this got dog poo on it, would you wash it off, kind of thing? Like, would you try and save it? There's a number of ways, but just trying to think about the things in your life that you're going to care enough about to actually keep with you versus the things that just gather dust. And like some things I think are fine to have, to have. Like I've got a whole bunch of books that are things I don't touch, but they're books that I really loved and I want to have them around in case I do. And every once in a while I'll pull them off my shelf and go on a binge read. So even though I'm not actively using them a whole bunch, they're there and I know they're there so that I can go revisit some of these books that have had a profound impact on me. I don't have to wait going through a whole bunch of stuff. And then I can pass them down to my friends and hopefully, hopefully kids someday and such. But I think this game does a very good job of making you think about that and just creating those very cheery little spaces, making it feel comfy now at this point. And I love that. I need to see if I can get my space this good. So that was a bit of yammering, but it's very lovely. And do some of that evaluation in your life, I think. Just take a little time whenever you have the emotional capacity to make sure that the things you're holding on to are the things that you really care about. And make sure that you aren't holding on too tightly to something that you care about when you should be enjoying it. But I think we'll call that. With our cozy little room. Love the vibes. So much more cozy now. Feels like a home. Exactly. Aw. This is super sweet. And yes, I was correct. That's not the last one. This, 2018, just a year later, we move into an entirely new house with 2 levels. So this next one is gonna be a long one, I think. We'll see. But this is starting from scratch, all of our stuff, with a lot more rooms than we have had ever before. But this is, like we've had, our childhood bedroom, and we've had our apartment, or like our dorm. Boop, boop, boop. So hold up. So yeah, so that's, oh wait, no, that's 3 years later. Wow, okay, so 3 years later. So we've been living together for 3-ish years. Yeah, so like, just like the broad overview. We start off in our childhood bedroom. Our first own space, which is an I'm an only child. Reveal, big plot reveal. No, but Meat Han is an only child, so like I never had this as like a big thing that I was looking forward to, but I know, especially for folks with like siblings, right? Getting your own room is a big deal because that's your first space to sort of express yourself. But it's transient. It feels big, and it feels fairly permanent because that will carry you through most of your young life. But it's fairly transient. And then dorm room, which is absolutely transient, right? Both of these, like dorm room, and then I'm guessing like off-campus apartment. Going to university and such, going away to school is a fundamentally transient experience, so there's only X amount that you can really make a space yours. And like if you have roommates, right, that there's a certain amount. This, I think, is one that we thought might be longer term, right? This was someone that we obviously cared enough about to move in with. But ultimately, it's still someone else's space. I think, generally speaking, like it depends. If it's into like someone's house, I think most people would see that as like a permanent thing. And nowadays with how much stuff costs, like condominium or whatnot, maybe more permanent. Even an apartment might be more permanent. But I suspect that this is a space that does not feel like, if they're talking about like raising a family and whatnot, this had too little space to do something like that. So even if it's sort of like, this is a phase of my life, this is a big phase of my life, even if it didn't end up being that, it's still not the space that you think you're going to spend the rest of your life in. This is, you would hope, feels transient. For me, it's been a while. Which makes it feel a lot less transient, but this is something that feels transient. And then you finally get your own space, and Like, this is a pretty decent space, but like this, I think this is the first space where it's like, you could see yourself spending the rest of your time in this, right? But it's still a little on the small side, and then you're getting, and then this is the same space, and then here, this is like, unless you're getting a completely different job offer, or you find some other part of the world that you vibe with more, or like you can't sustain this because something big happened, like barring some sort of major life change, you've got your partner, you've lived with them for a while in a smaller space, and then you've made the decision to upgrade into this space. Like, this is the final space, right? This is where you are making it the home for presumably the rest of your days. Because, I mean, this is expensive. This is the type of thing where you're probably taking out a loan and whatnot. That's going to make it harder to disengage from it and such. So, oh no, it's interesting seeing that, of how transient, maybe long term, maybe not. And then this is it. This is probably the last move you're gonna make, unless, you know, I guess like late in life, maybe like a nursing home or hospice care. But yeah, oh no, it's interesting. It's interesting to think about, especially as someone who, I've been through a lot of the like early transient spaces, but I've had a lot of difficulty getting my foot in the door, and just sort of keeping everything together, with the more like sort of the intermediate spaces, right? Like the I guess basically I'm sort of here, right, in my life. Is what it feels like. Well, it wasn't a partner, but you know, I'm sort of here, and then I'm not even really going for this at this point. It's funny, I'm kind of going like back to this. But it's a step in the right direction, right? It's a step out of it's a step away from here. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I guess I don't have more solid thoughts on it. I'm just thinking about it personally, and I don't have any further thoughts on it other than I'm still a long ways from here, and I think this is also a ways off, but who knows? A lot of that depends on where I go career-wise and so on and so forth, but we'll have to see how that unfolds. We've been streaming for over a year now, which is real neat. Longer than I have held any particular job position. But you know, that's kind of a nice thread, binding it all together, and I hope it will be for a very long time. Again, you know, it seems like streaming is becoming less and less, but these pre-records are quite doable, so hopefully this will continue for many years to come in some capacity, and I'll come back and watch this at some point, or, you know, someone will be new to the channel watching this, looking at the musing, and go, oh, well, now I know a little bit more about where Johan turned out. But yeah, you know, life moves forward and we try and figure these things out. And as someone who is currently living it, no shame in this, right? If there's other folks out there who are still sort of stuck, either they boomeranged or they're just having a really hard time launching, it's okay. It happens. We've got it in the game right here, and this is a game I've seen a lot of people really like and relate to. So you're not alone in that, and that's okay. We do what we can to try and keep moving forward. So thank you all for watching, and thank you for listening to me yap for like 15 minutes here at the end. I do that a lot, don't I? But hopefully I'm good background noise. In any case, thank you all for watching. It's been lovely. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope that whether it's day or night, whenever you're watching it, you've had a fantastic one, and I wish you the best of luck in whatever else you have to do during that time. But for now, I must bid you adieu. Bye!